Hey everybody, welcome back to some Divinity Original Sin. I'm sorry for the hiatus. I talked about it a little bit on my Discord and a little bit on my Isaac video, but I've been I've been going through a little bit of a mental health moment. Big mental health moment. And I will say it was even harder to beat this boss because of it. So here's what happened. I tried to beat this boss for like an hour and a half, or maybe even longer. I did two separate recordings on a day where my mental health was really bad, and I just got so frustrated, and I could see that I wasn't really I wasn't having fun, and I was being very negative about a game that I enjoy. And I was like, that's not really, that's not who I am, and that's not how I feel about the game. I don't want to publish any of these videos. So I just decided to take a little bit of a break. Long story short, I feel like sometimes with mental health issues, like I'm bipolar, for example, the hardest thing is when you put external pressure on yourself to maintain and to stay as consistent as you were before you had like a depressive episode. And when you're like, oh no, I need to keep everything up the way I was feeling when I was manic, that's when you start to really get stressed out and sad. So I just kind of accepted that I'm not really at a great place in this moment, but that I can be a little inconsistent and I can try to get back up on my feet again. So here we are. We're going to be re-attempting this boss. I saw someone left a comment saying, when you get stuck on a boss, just use your good items. Don't use the too good to use syndrome kind of thing where you hold on to your best items because you feel like you'll need them later. This is the moment you were saving those charm arrows for. So I think that's great advice. I think that we're probably going to expend a few resources to get through this. And who knows? Maybe if there's another battle later on that's tougher, where we needed those resources, well, maybe we'll be tougher too. Diedrick, Baron of Bones. Now, I've read this, but I'll read it again for you. What insult is this? A heartbeat do I detect? Revolting life. Here, in the court where once St. Brachus Rex, where that once sat Brachus Rex, his long dormant pulse alone may light this crumbling hall anew. How contemptuous you are to venture among the risen, to behold my lady's bare bones with brazen contumely. I don't know what that word is. The blessed resurrector, he promised me that no mortal would dare defy us, and yet you are here, despite the damned and the dead. Who are you? The mighty Diedrick am I, airtime knight commander in the army of the king. Now a sovereign I am too, the Baron of Bones and feudal lord of the undead. It is to me they owe their allegiance, for I have restored them all to life that is not life. So this guy is like one of, we're going after Brachus Rex, or we're going after the people trying to resurrect him, but this is one of Brachus Rex's commanders, and we've met some of the other ones too. Your presence here startled me, but in the end it matters not. The city of the living will fall, the walls will crumble, the houses shall be tombs, and I, the great and powerful Diedrick, loyal vassal of Brachus Rex, still will rule the dominion of the dead. Now I wonder if these guys are so hellbent on taking over Sycil, because originally Sycil was where the sorcerer had reigned, so they're trying to like get his town, city, kingdom back. You speak of a resurrector. Who is he? His name I do not know, only his intent, to raise the long-defeated Brachus. He rose me from the dead, my blessed resurrector. So the powers that rest in me, the power of the guardian of the king, would permeate the land. I will say this, you're going to resurrect a guy who was already defeated. Well, guess what? We're going to defeat him again. Not really a great plan. You should have resurrected an undefeated lord. All have they risen, the guardians of Brachus. I, his knight commander, and his horrors too, the ghoul that guards the lighthouse. Bad news about that guy too. And the twins by fire joined. I think that's who we'll probably encounter in that flaming area. We welcomed him, the animator of our bones, for his intent is glorious. We welcomed him because we owe him. You? I don't owe anything, but to stop your accursed heartbeat. I'd like to hear about Brachus. Brachus Rex he is to you, insolent filth. He was the one through whose veins coursed sorcery more thickly than did blood. It shall course again in this time forever. Alright, now that we're deep in that role-playing between those two guys, let us think about how we're going to approach this. Okay, so let's do a quick inventory of what we are working with. We have to kill this thing in order to kill this thing. All right. This thing is resistant to physical, so we're gonna need Jahan to attack it, or maybe an elemental. Okay, we've got Bear Daughter, we've got charm arrows, we have cursing arrows. But only one of them. You know, maybe I won't use that yet. Lowering armor could be useful. I mean, we can use a bunch of these in one turn, right? So I think that's another thing I need to start thinking of is like, it's not just like you don't just use one arrow. If you're having a tough boss fight, maybe you lower their armor. Maybe you lower all their primary stats. You know, maybe you just like beat into them with these arrows instead of using one of your common spells. I feel like these are about equal level as any spell you could cast, but they cost way less AP. Jahan, you could summon an Earth Elemental. You could summon an Undead Warrior. So I don't know if I really trust that against an Undead Lord. Honestly, you can't do a whole ton. Okay, and then you have Fireball, Blitzbolt, one Frost Grenade, but we might have to use that just for a little CC. I think Dango actually has the ability to summon our undead ally. We just got a summon ability in our last quest. Definitely should make use of that. Well, I'll tell you what. I think we will put the crew over here. I have seen where all the enemies get summoned. Some of them get summoned here. Obviously, these two are here. And there's some over here. We're going to put up a smoke. I mean, I tried fighting them on the stairs a lot. But when on the stairs, you need to send somebody in to kill the Iron Ward and then send them out. It's a little tough using like the teleporter pyramid. It's a little tough. It's doable. The other thing I tried, and honestly, my most successful run was teleporting out of here and fighting them down here, like forcing them to come down the stairs through a smoke screen onto some ice. That was mostly successful, except that run, the mistake I made was I sent Mochi to kill the Iron Ward and we couldn't kill it in time, when realistically you need to send like Mochi and Jahan. I think you need someone with spell casting, or if you summoned a creature here to fight the ward, that could do it as well. That could do it as well, like an elemental. What are we going to attempt today? You know what? We're going to try it. We're going to try. Let me just grab. I can't grab Dango's teleporter, but I can use Mochi's teleporter and I can give Dango Mochi's teleporter later. Let's put this here. Excuse me? Is that an act of combat? There's a lot of things that were happening that I can't really explain or understand. Like, we had so much bad luck. We had Jahan casting abilities, like targeting enemies, and the ability just like, it wouldn't even say miss. It would just like go somewhere else. We had people shooting us through smoke. We had a lot of frustrating things that I don't quite understand. And I feel like this teleporter pyramid starting the combat, because I've done this before without it starting the combat. This is another thing that I will not lie, a little frustrating, because I've done this exact thing before without starting combat. But I'm gonna give it an honest try. Now, are you the one improving initiative, or does everyone just have improved initiative because of this guy? Like, who is giving the improved? You're giving the improved initiative. Okay. Now, what are the chances that I can charm you? Pretty low, pretty low. You have a high willpower. You have a high willpower. I don't know what the court minstrel actually does. We're actually also in a terrible spot to hit anybody. Well, why don't we do this? Okay, we need to get you a little bit out of here so you can actually target people. This is terrible. This is kind of a terrible situation. I am going to reload. I'm not going to stress myself out. I had no idea that I was going to start combat. So let's run that back. This was like basically a day full of stuff like this happening on one of my worst mental health days of recent memory. And I was like, I can't do this. I gotta quit making YouTube videos. But that's not the case. I just needed a second to recoup, to accept the state I was in, and then to process it for a few days. All right. Maybe I put the teleporter pyramid too close to that thing. I said I've done this before, but to be fair, I put it like over here last time. A holy hand grenade. Oh, it heals people. Okay. So let's try maybe like here. There we go. That didn't start combat. All right. No, wait a sec. I need Dango to drop his pyramid after their conversation, and I need everyone else down here. That's what I need. We'll put him like over here. I do want to have some line of sight on the stairs so that I can smoke bomb it, and then we can move out of the way. So basically what's going to happen is after this conversation, I'm going to have a moment to drop my pyramid. So I got to go like this, and I got to go like this, and then I think Dango will be able to back out of here. Unless they're frozen or something like that. I think Dango just runs. Blind and cold and afraid. Oh god, I'm a little scared. If he walks up to us... No, he's going to summon someone. Okay. What is this? Alright. I need you. Well, honestly, I might be able to hit you with a charmed arrow if our range will allow it. Yeah, no. I need you to... you know what? Let's just summon the spider for now. It's going to be Mochi who sets up the smoke cloud. And we're also going to target your stance because we want to take this off once we use our abilities, and using it on this turn will help us get it off earlier. Now you can fall back nicely, like over here. How much is this? It's only 3, right? All right, let's fall back over here. And buff our allies. This day we fight. This day we win. I'll believe it when I see it, man. I'll believe it when I see it. I've done this too many times. We're gonna do a nice smoke grenade, like... Honestly, like this. I want them to have to like come outside. And this also, I want them to have to like, okay, it's a little bit bigger than I thought. I gotta remember that the outlines don't necessarily mean a thing in this game. Sometimes the outline is just for fun. Just a vibe. And that's okay. Because that is certainly far larger than I expected. Now, these guys are weak to fire, so I don't actually want it to rain. They also do use arrow skills. So, Jahan, just get over, like... Do a favor, just get over here. And Bear Daughter, Bear Daughter will have line of sight issues. Spider can wait. So we're gonna maybe just move Bear Daughter back this way. What the hell? How are they able to hit me? So, okay. I would love if you could explain this in the YouTube comments. I thought that smoke blocks line of sight. Yet, that person just hit me. Couldn't explain it to you. Is it because we put the smoke on an incline that it's not working? You know what I mean? Like, is the incline messing with the... Yeah, this is crazy. Or is... No, smoke stops line of sight. Like, I can never shoot someone when they're in smoke. So why is it that they can all shoot at me? Unless I'm just, like, dumb. Maybe it could be the geography. Am I petrified, or is that the spider? That's the spider. That's okay. I think this might be a restart, though. If all of these guys just attack Dango... Destroyed my summon. That's okay. He was petrified. I don't think he was going to last much longer. All right. Luckily, this ricochet stuff doesn't rely on sight. I can't see you, though. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's... That didn't hit, huh? Let's put an oil container here. Make everyone moving... Or let's put it here, actually. Make everyone moving through this a little slower. And then let's back up. We need you back. Probably shouldn't split the party, though, right? But we're going to do it. We'll see what happens. If Dango could get out of there, that'd be huge. Yeah, can't see. But I can yet be targeted by all of those enemies. Couldn't tell you why. Could not tell you why. I still can't see. Funny how that works. I mean, I have to be at the front of... Now I can see you. Alright. I'm going to need you to throw your frost grenade. Like, right over... here. I also forgot with Bear Daughter, I'm supposed to be charming enemies. So I kind of fucked up my turn really bad. I could have been charming this guy. Let's do something like... Okay, freezing failed. That's all right. Hopefully we can freeze you. Let's do the surface thing just because we have all this ice. Celestial slippers. That's a funny thing to yell during combat. All right. It's fine that we can't see them because they're going to slip on the... Or maybe they're going to slip on the ice in the fog now that I think about it. Whatever. I should have maybe put the smoke up here and the ice surface down here. If we try again, we'll try again. We'll do this until we beat it. Do this until we beat it. Honestly, I've been having such a messed up time doing this challenge. Let's just summon this. Let's just do it. Oh wait, no, this guy can destroy summons. It's actually kind of wasteful to do that. Can't see target. Yeah, that makes sense. Launch multiple poisonous spores. These guys are probably immune to poison. But this will be good on these guys. Didn't hit them. Couldn't explain that one either, chat. I could not explain that one either. It said 1 meter radius, but don't tell me that was not a meter. That was a meter. That was literally right beside them. Alright, once this clears out a little bit, we'll be able to send these two up there. Alright, let's start charming some enemies. Charm. Yeah, obviously I can't see most of them, huh? Alright. It's gonna have to be this for now. Only hit you. Is it because you guys are in the smoke? I think I messed this up. I mean, we're not gonna reroll. We're not gonna restart yet, but I think I need to put the smoke farther up. Can we separate you guys? I guess we can't now that we're in combat. Here. I mean, a grenade in there would go crazy as... Oh, there we go. You're still blind. You can wait. Nice. Let's maybe... It makes sense that I would have a bad angle here. How many action points is this? It's 3, right? Maybe if I... I'm gonna hit our own summon, but I think it's worth it. Knockdown failed, huh? Knockdown failed, knockdown failed. Alright. Now I must be able to hit somebody. Guess you? And... I mean... Still can't see you. You have physical immunity. But... You could hypothetically be killed by... fire damage, maybe? Will this work? This will also hit my own guys, huh? Yeah. Maybe the stunning arrow will do air damage to you. Did 95 damage to you. You're not the tankiest person in the world, but I don't think that's the way we want to approach that. Let's heal ourselves in this moment. And we have to kind of just wait the way I set things up. Oh, the smoke is gone. Fuck, I wish I knew that was coming. Okay. Alright. I think maybe... Problem is, I forgot to remove Bear Daughter, so I'm going to teleport them all up there, and then Dango's going to be down here alone. I guess he's not alone. He has the Earth Elemental and the Court Hunter. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Alright. Now, Mochi, you're not really useful there, but you can definitely not do anything with the amount of action points you have left. Jahan, I'm going to need you to kill that thing. Hopefully this is enough. So this is what happened last time. I'm sorry to raise my voice. What is that? If someone could explain what that is. Unless that's just me missing. What is that? I target the thing, and it just goes into the air. This happened last time too. It was frustrating me a lot. Okay. Well, I just wasted that. Wasted that turn. Alright, anything that's not targeting us. Oh, our Earth Elemental is gone as well. Cool. I think Dango might just die. I mean, look, worst comes to worst, I can always just post this video and be like, hey guys, I want to beat this. Can you please explain what's going wrong? Like, why are they able to attack? So even, okay, so here's the problem. I have line of sight. The game is telling me, I understand what's happening. The game is telling me I have line of sight via this line that is targeting the enemy. However, when I cast the ability, I don't have line of sight. Watch. So, I understand what's happening. That is explained. Okay, we're gonna reload this fight. We made some mistakes ourselves. But what have I learned? I learned don't trust line of sight. In any way. Don't trust the smoke line of sight. Don't trust the game targeting an enemy line of sight. We're gonna do a similar scheme. And can I use this? Nope. We're gonna do a similar scheme. We're gonna have to be a lot more careful about attacking this thing. That's a little frustrating, but it's an old game. These things happen. This time we're gonna put the smoke up here. We're gonna put the ice right after it. All right, you. Right, click this. Right. You just chill there for a second while you're blinded. You are gonna throw a smoke bomb. Also, wait a sec. Are you guys in combat? Where's Bear Daughter? Bear Daughter in combat? I guess so. I guess so. Alright, this time the smoke grenade goes all the way. Not really in a great position. Do like this. So, yeah. That's great. Then we're gonna throw frost grenade like... Well, here's the problem. I don't want them necessarily slipping in the smoke. I want them to be targetable. So as little smoke as possible would be nice. Fuck it. We're gonna use our ability. Hopefully don't freeze ourselves. Of course we froze ourselves. I wasn't even thinking about that for some reason. Jahan, you get like over here. It's alright, we should be fine. We could always Divine Light, Mochi. Knockdown failed, knockdown failed. That I'm not mad at. I froze myself there. I knew the risk. At least we got our setup down. One thing I didn't understand was how he threw the nail grenade into the smoke and it didn't hit anyone. Does the nail grenade need line of sight to hit people? I thought it would just be like a grenade. But... Yo, is there a way to walk carefully so you don't slip on ice? Because he's doing it. He didn't even have a knockdown chance. You are moving too fast. Bear Daughter might even be able to charm some people this turn. Yeah, I think you will be able to. Can't do you, but we could do you. Nice. And hopefully this still bounces. It did, yeah, that was great. Alright, I could warm Mochi, but it would melt everything. So instead, I'm just going to do this. Oh, man. Wait, no, Mochi's not frozen. No, Mochi is frozen. Well, look, what if I did something like this? What if I kept the ice over there? Hopefully this doesn't melt all the ice. Oh, it didn't hit Mochi? Couldn't explain that one to you either, chat. I gotta stop saying chat. I've been on Twitch way too much instead of YouTube. Let's summon the Earth Elemental. Here looks good. And maybe we'll move around a little bit just to get a better line of sight on this guy. You are stunned on the ground. And we can at least slow you? Yeah, we can't hurt you, but we can slow you. And even freeze somebody? Oh, the Cryomancer probably not a great target. Oh, never mind. Alright. Welcome to Home Alone. I feel like Macaulay Culkin. Let us... Okay, I can't really see that well. I guess the smoke is effective. This, I pray to God this hits. Let's read it again. 2 boulders come crashing from the sky, looking for an enemy in a 2-meter radius. Each boulder deals... Is it because they were in the smoke that it didn't work? Because the boulders are looking for an enemy, they need line of sight. Each boulder deals damage to anything within a 1-meter range of impact, creating an oil surface where it lands. Now, these guys are weak to fire too, so I wouldn't actually hate an oil surface here. So this is... Okay. Oh, maybe the line of sight line coming from the sky, maybe it actually hit like something like this, because it's not a straight line. It's like coming in like a meteor. So let's do something a little bit safer. Those guys are CC'd though. Damn, I hate this line actually. It's kind of... Right, please land. Okay, that did damage. They're oiled up. Right. No, you're attacking... Guy, I know you're charmed and you're not that smart, but don't attack the one with physical immunity. Alright, things are going well so far. Please slip, please slip. Did he slip? I can't really tell. I think he did. That is huge. I hope this hits. I pray this hits. It hit. Let's give... You know what? Those guys are all in oil now, right? So even though this will hit my poor summon... Oh wait, maybe it won't. It's gonna hit my summon. That's okay. He's rock. He's probably resistant. Burning failed. Yep. Alright, I think we will send the party up here to go deal with that, especially with the smoke. I think this would be a good turn to do it. So I can't really do anything to you. Anything I could cast, maybe? No, I stupidly didn't put many scrolls on Dango. Yeah, I'm scared to move you because of the ice, buddy. You're just gonna have to wait one turn. You, on the other hand, will use this. Now we're on mission. Destroy this thing so that Jahan can kill, or so that Dango can kill Lady... I want to say Lady Jahan. I know that's not her name. It's like Lady Anna. Alright, Mochi, you still have a little action points left. I almost like... I'm tempted, man. I could also throw this grenade like over here. I don't have the range. Well, maybe I have the range. Is this overkill? One could convince me that it is overkill. Let's hasten ourselves. I wouldn't be against calling this overkill. But I've been struggling so hard with this fight, man. It's the cause of my depression. Can I target them through the smoke? I can target them through the smoke? Okay, I figured it out. I figured out how to cheat at the game. I am now abusing the things that were used against me. Wow, the cycle of hate continues, except now I'm the hater. Let's get you in a place where you are lined up to hit this thing, since I know that the line of sight is not real. All right. You are now free to get beat on. Guys, I've never been this close to beating this boss fight in my life. Who's left? You. I've never been this close. No one injured is crazy. We're going to charge you with Dango on our next turn. I will say the improved initiative. I think this turn... Ooh, nice. Good job. Yeah, you forgot what it was like to not be immune to damage. Anyone else I can hit? I need to be a little closer. That's fair. I think it's so messed up that I can attack these creatures. I'm going to, but I just want it for the record. I think it's so messed up that I can do this through the smoke. I'll do it, but I think it's wrong. My stance still on? Let's turn off our stance. I feel like we're gonna need the accuracy. Let's move a little closer. Now we have bully. Wait, no, you're not on the ground anymore. Is anyone on the ground anymore? Oh. But I think lowering this guy's armor for 3 turns could be good. Did it work? Yeah, it did. Now you are gonna get charged. Maybe not. Maybe not, actually, because I don't really have a clean charge. Please, I hope I can walk here. It's melted. Okay. I think there's some fire to be careful of. But watch this. Pretty good. You're pretty tough. I'll give you that. Alright. You are not going to get stunned very easily. But you might be dropped very nicely. Into this fire? No, I want you close to the elemental. Dropped forces a knockdown condition? Am I correct or am I making that up? Also though, if I hit the steam cloud, I might be able to shock everyone. Unfortunately, Dango included. I still don't know how things work. Alright, let's move you like... we could throw one more grenade if we wanted to really go overkill, but I don't think it's necessary. Do this. You can go through the fire. Oh, Dango's frozen. Okay, a stun arrow or something into this could go crazy. Maybe if we had stunned the character, then it would have electrified the cloud. Don't tell me that I have to target the cloud itself and not people, because I've definitely targeted people and then had them had the environment interact with it before. Maybe it's just a chance to happen. I don't think we're out of this yet. I mean, Jahan has a heal. So we can heal Dango. And Dango is the tankiest. What is this? We're all feared? I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. When I was saying I shouldn't be overkill because we've got the situation, man, I was so wrong. If we lose this, I will be uploading this, and I'm just going to take the L, and it'll be another video where we do this again, because I'm petrified as well. Yeah, this is getting out of hand. We're gonna have, you know what? And we can't even move. Oh, we're so close. You know, I'm sorry that I don't want to come off like this in my videos. It's a culmination of this and other stuff going on in my life, but it's like, this is so frustrating. And I know that I didn't build my characters very well because it's my first time playing the game. And this is actually, like, this went surprisingly well. And in a moment of weakness, I was like, I'm not going to throw more grenades. I'm not going to use more arrows. And now we've lost because of just how powerful these enemies are. I underestimated them a little bit. I didn't realize that they could fear everybody and we just lose 2 turns. Didn't realize they could summon an ice elemental. So now we've basically lost. I don't know. I don't want to upload such a negative video. It really... that would really suck. So, I mean, Bear Daughter's dead as well. We have to reload this. I'm gonna reload this. You know, you guys give me tips. I'll take the tips. I don't have enough time before my stream to do another full attempt at this boss fight. But this video, at least, is a very real look at what I've been experiencing for the last few Divinity videos trying to upload it. I'm even just tempted to leave and come back at another point. I might have to do that. Because even though these characters are at like a level where I should be able to beat them, I'm just struggling. I'm struggling a lot. So that was my attempt at Diedrick. And I know that I said I'm not in a great place, but please, you can tell me what I'm doing wrong in this fight. You can tell me why this is going so poorly, and I will be receptive. I will even thank you, because I want to get past this, and I want to play the rest of Divinity. What I think I did wrong is I think that once I got up here and killed this, I should have still been lobbing grenades, using charming arrows. I should have done anything in my power, because these enemies are so strong. One turn, one cast, and they can turn the whole battle around, is what I learned. The fear, making every single one of my characters miss their turn for 2 turns straight, you literally can't recover that. So I guess what I learned is we need to prioritize the minstrel. Like, the minstrel should have been our target 1, just to avoid that. So I guess there is stuff that I can learn and do better. Like, this whole plan worked wonderfully. Killing that worked wonderfully. We didn't even have to use a spell. Jahan can just use his wand. The court minstrel should have been priority number 1. Maybe even charming the court minstrel is priority number 1. We'll do that next time. But for now, this is a very honest video. I'm sorry if it's frustrating for you to watch, if I'm terrible at this game, or if you don't like my attitude. It's really not the game. It's just like, it's the fact that I've done this for like 3 or 4 hours, or like 3 hours. And it's like, it's a lot of, I think if I was playing a video game by myself, not uploading it to YouTube, 3 hours trying something doesn't really bother me. But I think when you're trying to like keep a schedule and you're like, okay, I have an hour to play a game and upload it, and then you like try that multiple times and you're like, I can't upload any of this, it's just me dying again and again, then I think like it's the stupid me trying to do the YouTube that's making this more frustrating, maybe. But all of this to say, I will beat this. I want to experience Divinity. I still have that trailer for the new Divinity game like in my head. And I feel like this is a very important first game to play, because even like people tell me the second game is a lot smoother and has made a lot of QOL changes that are good. And I'm like, okay, that is so sick. I can't wait to be able to compare the two games. I want to be able to compare Divinity 1 to Divinity 2. I don't want to have just played Divinity 2. That's not my style. So we're going to get through this. Guys, we're going to get through things. Everything will be all right. So yeah, but I will post this one because that was our cleanest attempt so far. And this is the best mood I've been in so far this week. So thanks for your patience. Thanks for watching this video. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.